Hi there. This is a daily reading for Monday, the 3rd of August 2018. All star signs, all are welcome. I will be doing the same spread as usual, 3-card major arcana spread reading towards me. There might be some clarifiers in this. It'll be probably a longer film than the monthlies. And then one from the swords, one from the wands, one from the pentacles, and one from the cups. And then some more insight from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So, just shuffling here. It's Sunday afternoon here in the south of the UK. A little bit cloudy where I am. Summer is starting to lose her vibrancy. There's a little bit of freshness now in the mornings. The trees are starting to thin out a little bit. And we are extraordinarily less than 3 weeks away from the equinox. Unbelievable. Where does the time go? Where does it go? Is there like a little kind of bin that it goes into when we've used it? Where's it go? Is it recycled? Anyway, enough of the what I laughingly call philosophy. Let's move on to the reading. So all star signs, everybody welcome. Daily read for Monday the 3rd of September 2018. Okay, one last cut. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, reading towards me. Wow, right, okay, well that's a place to start. Tower in the upright. World in the reverse. Fool in the upright. Well, it looks to me like Monday 3rd of September might be a bit of a biggie. Right, in this 3-card spread, this is the energy that we come in with. The middle card is the block or drain on the power or the energy. And the last card, in this case, Fool in the upright, is the key to power. I mean, at first glance, I've got to say, this looks like there's a biggie. There's a biggie coming. I mean, if I tell you it's out of the blue and I've told you a day before, is it still out of the blue? Don't know. Perhaps there's some sense that you know, you've got a feeling something is coming. And I mean, the tower is not just about things being kind of blown to pieces out of the blue. It's also about how we meet that event. It's not just the event itself, it's the nature of the change embodied in the event. The tarot is the oracle of change. And fascinating, we have here Key to Power 0 card, first card of the cycle, block or drain, the final card, the world, in the reverse. Blink and flip. It's a revolution. It's a revolution. I mean, as I was saying about the tower, it's not just the event itself. It's not just the bolt of lightning coming out of nowhere and disintegrating against without your hand being active in that process of disintegration. Disintegrating what you have built, what you have accrued, and what you have come to see as your structure, your sense of power, your sense of accumulation. I mean, the tower in itself is an accumulation, isn't it? It's an accumulation of building blocks. Like, how does that feel when something comes along and just shakes, rocks your world? Basically, this is your world being rocked. And I mean, after an event like that, what better response is there? I mean, I've got to say, this is a fabulous reading. I mean, okay, nobody likes to see the tower, but you know, if it's coming, if the lightning's coming, it's coming. There is nothing you can do about it. So best adopt the stance of the Fool, the empty mind. You know, when everything's been smashed to pieces, what is the point of trying to reassemble what has just been disintegrated? As I say, and you have no hand in that disintegration. This is the thing. The tarot represents, and life, you know, it represents life. It represents where we have power and where we do not have power. And there is no better way to meet the tower than the Fool. No better way. This is a wonderful reading. And I mean, the block or drain, you know, if it's going to come, it's going to come. I say it's a wonderful reading. You're saying, what's she on about? It's the bloody tower. But, you know, this shit happens sometimes, man. And the fact that the Fool is here is like you're gonna make this through. It's going to be a hell of a day by the looks of things. The block or drain on your power, the world in reverse. This is about trying to undo this. There is no undo button. That's what this reading is going to be called. There is no undo button on life. There isn't. I mean, you know, not one thing that you say, not one breath you take can be taken again. And even if, you know, you're doing the same thing day in, day out, it's never the same thing, is it? Yeah, I think, I can't remember who the philosopher was, but said you never step in the same river twice. You never take the same breath twice. All is new, all the time. Even the planets in their movement, you know, the solar system in its movement, the galaxies in their movement, the universe in its movement, everything is moving all the time. So it looks like the sun comes up on the same thing for you that it came up on yesterday. That is not the case. You know, for a start, the sun doesn't come up. The sun is where it is. The world rolls and reveals the sun. So that's conception number one. And nothing is in the same place as it was the day before. The last time the sun rolled up and revealed itself, or the earth rolled back and revealed the sun. Nothing is in the same place. I can't remember what I said I was going to call this reading, but I'll watch back afterwards and find out. The only thing that is going to block you, yeah, is trying to enact an undo button. It's not going to happen. Not possible. Good God, this is the first daily reading I've done, and I get this. Let's pull one from the swords. Definitely the end of something. 10 of Swords. Let it go. Let it go. You know, when this has happened to this extent, there is no point in fighting it. You can only make yourself unhappy and, in a sense, waste this opportunity, the opportunity represented here by the Fool in the upright. You know, trying to sort of, as I say, scrabble around and kind of, you know, it's like trying to sort of, I don't know, yeah, put toothpaste back in the tube. You can't do it. Genie's out of the bottle, clearly. Got to get with what is, rather than lamenting the loss of what was. Let's get one from the Wands. Wow, God, this is opportunity knocks, man. Whole new world here for you. And look, here's a hand holding a rod or a staff. Here's a hand holding a rod or a staff. You will not come out of this. We're not coming out of this unsupported, whatever this is. We have support. And I mean, the hands holding these sticks, here it's support. Here, if necessary, it can be used to bop life over the head. You know what I mean? If necessary. Multi-function object, this piece of wood. Oh, I want to get this all straight. Look, I like it when it's all straight. There we go. That's better. Ever so slightly OCD. Right, let's get one from the Pentacles. Well, there we are. There is the Five of Pentacles in conjunction with the World in reverse here. This is lamenting what has been lost. And, you know, probably in a change the nature of this, the Tower, there is always a sense of loss. And clearly there's a sense of loss embodied here in the Ten of Swords. But, you know, every loss, sorry to say it, this is so cheesy. Every loss is a potential gain. In crisis, there is opportunity. That's what I'm seeing here. It's all down to how you see it. You know, you spill a load of milk on the floor, you can sit and you can cry over your spilt milk, or you can get down the shops, buy yourself some cloth and some cleaning fluid, and who knows who you might meet down there. Oh, you might meet her, Queen of Cups. Excuse me. Now, this is an extremely powerful reading. I am astonished that something as potent as this has come out in my first daily read. I'm absolutely astonished. As I say, Monday the 3rd of September looks like being an extremely significant day. There's a major change coming that is going to be out of your hands. It is an opportunity for you to expand your current repertoire of what you consider to be real by the looks of things, and what you consider your life to be is up for grabs on the 3rd of September. And the only thing that can hold you back is a sense of this being something having been taken away from you. That's the only thing that can hold you back. And it looks like it's going to be a day to gird your loins, so to speak. And I don't know, I'm just sitting here with my fists like this, and I've seen this fist in the Ace of Wands, and the fist grasping the stick here in the Fool. Well, he's got two sticks, look, one to carry his stuff and the other one to support him. And here's more sticks in the Five of Pentacles. You know, there is support out here, but you're going to have to find it within yourself by the looks of things, and see that in every crisis is an opportunity. There's a maturity in being able to see that. You know, when there's a major swift change like this that has not been invited, there's always a temptation and the tendency, and it's completely natural, to just run around like a headless chicken looking for ways to re-establish order. It's too late for that. You know, the people who navigate a change like this and like this, the Ten of Swords, the Tower and the Ten of Swords, the people who navigate these things well are the people who are able to separate their very, very natural feelings of distress from a dispassionate appraisal of what is actually going on in this situation and take appropriate action. And that's what I see here in the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the only thing that can hold you back tomorrow and make whatever is coming problematic over the long term is your own sense of wishing it were not so. It is what it is. Let's get one from Kuan Yin. Let's see what the young shepherdess has to say about all this. Yeah, because it looks like there's an opportunity really tomorrow for us to be feeling like lost sheep. And I'm seeing these figures outside the church here in the Five of Pentacles. And like a slaughtered sheep. Got to say it. Sorry, it's a bit gruesome, but so is this card, the Ten of Swords. And, you know, this has come up Anyway, let's spread the deck, the Kuan Yin deck, and just get quiet for a little while. In fact, I'm not going to spread the deck. I'm going to do this in a different way. I'm going to hold the deck. And I'm going to open it. Okay, what we have is Priestess of Perfect Pairing makes the match. This reminds me of the Two of Cups. It also reminds me to a certain extent of the Lover's card from the Major Arcana. This is about bringing two things together in order to create something wholly new. Let's have a look at the iconography on this card. We have two sheep here, and we have the ram with the horns and the ewe without the horns. And we have the young shepherdess goddess flying over them, working out which one is going to go best with which one to make the best spring lambs out of this situation. And she knows how to bring the right elements together. Yet I'm really getting strongly the caduceus of healing that comes out of the Two of Cups when you have the unity of opposites. So what we have tomorrow, 3rd of September, is a clash of two seemingly opposite elements, two seemingly disparate elements. We've got the male and the female. Okay, they're both sheep, but this is where the new life comes from. And what we could be dealing with, perhaps a world event, perhaps something working itself out in your personal life, where you have two equal opposites coming together. And the lightning that we have here in the tower, the lightning happens when the clouds hit each other and the electrical activity, the electrical particles bang against each other, and there is a discharge of energy. And that, in a sense, is what happens when the sperm from the ram meets the egg in the ewe. Something goes bang, and there is a discharge of energy, and new life comes. There is new life coming. And I see this here again in the Fool card, the very, very beginning of the tarot cycle. The only thing, as I say, that can perhaps lead to some sort of malformation of the new life that is possible on Monday the 3rd of September is fear. Fear and a sense of loss and a sense of ending. The world here in the block or drain position is in the reverse. So this is much more a beginning than it is an ending. And here in the minor arcana that I've pulled here, okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles. These characters here walking past the church don't have to walk past the church. They're walking past the church because they feel somehow that it would not be right, that they're not allowed to go in. But they are. This was when, back in the old days, when churches were always open. And no matter what one had done and no matter what one was, sanctuary was available in the church. Those days have gone now. Even here where I live in the, in the rural south of England, just in the last 10 days, the local church in the village, they put a notice on the door. They've had to lock it. It was always open, so that anyone passing could go in, and have some quiet time, have some prayer. And they've had to lock it up. outside of times when there is a service going on. It's tragic. They said on the notice, it's really interesting. It's so polite here, saying due to persistent mischief making, we have had to lock the church. Oh dear, they're so sweet. But yeah, these figures outside here are here because they think they should be, not because they have to be, but because they think they should be. They think they are not good enough, and they think that the people inside the church, where it's all warm, you can see the light coming out through the stained glass windows here with the 5 pentacles, where it's all lovely and warm and light, and there's sanctuary and safety and shelter in there. They think, the people outside here think, that the people inside the church would reject them. That is a belief, nothing more. And I mean, beliefs about things are, obviously extremely powerful. They shape our reality in ways that we don't even really understand. The quantum physicists are starting to look into all that. I think they've got a lot further than I know, and than most of us know. Beliefs are incredibly powerful at sculpting our reality, and at the same time, they are merely beliefs. They have no objective existence outside of your mind. So this is a belief, and the world in the reverse is simply a choice. At this point, it's a choice to look at whatever this event is, where these two opposing forces come together and go bang and create quick change that you did not invite. It's a choice if you want to view it in a world in reverse sort of a way. If you want to view it as a loss, that's your choice, and that's what it will be. But there is no need to view it like that. As we see here, the priestess of perfect pairing makes the match. So there is a force here. There's a force in this, whatever it is that's coming. As I say, this might be something on the worldly event, on the world stage. It might be something in our personal lives. I don't know, but it's going to be different for each of us. But there is something here floating above all this, like the young goddess shepherdess Kuan Yin here, looking down, making sure that all will be well. And I mean, she is making sure that the match she makes is going to yield a good crop of spring lambs when the time comes. When the egg and the sperm meet, when the electrons meet, or the electrical particles meet in the clouds and create the lightning, you don't see it happen. You don't see it happen. The result, when you see it, comes sometime later. So it's a question of having faith that whatever this represents for you, that something good can come from it. Right, I'll leave it there. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first daily reading I've done. I do intend doing more. If you would be interested, I am thinking of setting up a business PayPal service for these readings if people would like private readings. Please leave a comment if that would be of interest to you, and leave a comment on this anyway and let me know what you think. It'll be very interesting to see how things play out. Okay, thank you for watching. See you again soon. Bye-bye.